The California Senate has approved a ban on school districts notifying parents if their children undergo a social gender transition at school, unless, of course, the child consents. Assembly Bill 1955 passed the Senate with a 29-8 vote and will return to the Assembly for final approval of amendments. The bill was introduced following some school board policies in California that mandate notifying parents or guardians if a student undergoes a social gender transition. This transition occurs when a student publicly identifies as a different gender and has their choice affirmed by teachers and peers. The bill enshrines guidance from California's Department of Education, which stipulates that schools must consult with a transgender student to determine who can or will be informed of the student's transgender status, if anyone, including the student's family. Democratic supporters like Senator Susan Eggman argue that the bill ensures schools provide a supportive environment where students can figure out who they are. Eggman emphasized the developmental task of separating from one's family of origin to find personal identity. She stated, "All this does basically is say to schools, it's not your job to be the gender police. We don't want those policies. We want everybody to be safe and affirm." Opponents argue that parents should be informed about all significant events in their children's development, particularly regarding gender dysphoria or transitioning. They also believe the bill sets a dangerous precedent of state interference in family matters. Recent cases, such as Montana parents losing custody of their child for opposing her gender transition and filing a lawsuit against Montana's Child Protective Services, have heightened concerns. Republican Assemblyman Jim Patterson, Fresno, stated the state should not put up a wall between children and their parents, adding, "The state does not own our children." Opponents have described Bill 1955 as unconstitutional, morally corrupt, and an embarrassment for our state.